Welcome back to another Tennessee market update. With this month, I'm going to be going over the 2024 market numbers for Tennessee markets, including Chattanooga, Knoxville, Nashville, and Memphis. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned to that. I'm going to do a deep dive into all the numbers. I'm also going to be talking about the 2025 Tennessee housing market predictions, including interest rates, housing prices, and rental rates. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned. I hope everyone has been having a wonderful holiday season so far and able to get some rest this year. I know we have definitely been enjoying time with family, so it's been an absolutely wonderful holiday season. But I'm really looking forward to 2025 and what's to come, so let's jump right in. First, I wanted to talk about some real estate predictions for 2025. So, will 2025 be a good year to buy Tennessee real estate? Some of the key takeaways are that home prices are predicted to grow around 3.7% in 2025. We did see home prices increase as well in 2024. So next year, it is likely that we'll see home prices, jump not by a major percentage, not like what we saw during pandemic times, but it still will probably increase. Another key takeaway is that it is likely home sellers will still have advantage over home buyers in 2025 with limited inventory and strong demands in hot markets across the state. So we have definitely been seeing a balancing of the market. In some areas more than others, there's still very much hot markets across Tennessee where things are selling for above list price and things are selling quicker. And then there are some markets that have definitely slowed down and become more of a buyer's market to where you can get buyer concessions. You can negotiate sales price a lot easier. So we have definitely seen a pullback overall, but there are definitely still some hot markets here in Tennessee. Buyers should expect a less competitive market than in past years, but home prices are not predicted to decrease here in the volunteer state. Overall, in the United States, homeownership rate is expected to drop by 0.3% between 2024 and 2025 from 65.6% to 65.3%. Despite this, existing home sales are expected to increase 1.5%. The inventory of existing homes for sale is also expected to be higher at 11.7% higher in 2025 than in 2024. So one thing I talk about in terms of goal setting with my buyers a lot is not trying to perfectly time the market. No one has a crystal ball and knows exactly when interest rates are going to drop. They don't really know when home prices are going to drop next. It's really about assessing your needs and figuring out when you need to move first. So 2025 is looking like it's going to be a pretty stable and steady year. It's going to be pretty similar to what we have had in 2024, overall showing a price increase. I'm hoping to see more inventory on the market, and I'm also hoping for interest rates to decrease. But we'll definitely see what happens next year. And my biggest piece of advice, if you're going to take anything away from this video, is to really assess your own needs and goals and not try to perfectly time the market, but also stay educated as to what is going on. Interest rates play a pivotal role in predicting market shifts for 2025. As interest rates fluctuates throughout the year, buyer demand and inventory will shift as well. A great example of this was seen in September of this year when mortgage rates dropped to 6%, and the following month brought about the highest number of active home sales for the U.S. housing market since December of 2019. So mortgage rates dropping have a really big impact on the market and can create a lot more inventory and also more buyer demand. So what are industry professionals predicting for 2025? Mortgage rates are expected to slightly lower in 2025 compared to the average monthly rate of 6.3% in 2024. Factoring this in with the increasing home prices that are expected in 2025, this will keep mortgage payments essentially unchanged in 2025. So it's unlikely that we're going to see a large reduction in how much home buyers pay on a monthly basis. And that is really why I say don't try to time the mortgage interest rates perfectly, because there are other factors that you have to think about. One of the major factors being the increasing median sales price here in Tennessee. Moving on to some more predictions and analysis of the Tennessee market. In last year's analysis for Tennessee, there were losses in sales growth from 2023 to 2024, but for the 2025 year-over-year stats, there were only increases in sales price. Similarly, price growth is on the rise across Tennessee's metro areas with a minimum increase of 6.3%. So here is a chart showing you the predicted sales and price growth for 2025 for the major metro areas in Tennessee, including Chattanooga, Knoxville, and Memphis, as well as Nashville. So take a look at those. We'll definitely see some increases just in sales and in price next year. That is definitely what they're forecasting. But of course, we don't have a crystal ball and we don't know exactly what's going to happen. I also wanted to talk about the 2025 rental market predictions. So multifamily units are being built at an increased rate, which pushes the rental vacancy up to 6.9% in 2024. But this doesn't mean prices on rentals will come down either. The median asking rent in 2025 is expected to be 0.1% lower than in 24, so not much of a change right here. According to Zillow, the current median rental price is $1,775 per month, which is a $30 increase compared to last year. So whether you're thinking about renting, buying, or selling here in Tennessee for this next year, we're probably not going to see any major changes up or down in terms of what we're going to see in the market. So this year we have held pretty steady, and we're probably going to see that next year as well. So I still wanted to do a quick Tennessee market update for you to give you an idea of what the numbers are looking like currently. So in November of 2024, home prices in Tennessee were up 6.7% compared to last year, selling for a median sales price of around $388,000. On average, the number of homes sold was up 2.6% year over year, and there were 6,544 homes sold in November of this year here in Tennessee. So this is on trend with what we are going to see in 2025 most likely. So both sales price as well as closings are going to increase in 2025. Taking a look down here, we have an estimate for what interest rates could look like for you. So for our primary, around 6.5%, FHA 5.875, VA 5.875 as well. Diving a little bit deeper into these numbers, our median sales price is up 6.7% compared to last year. Number of homes sold is also increased by 2.6%. Not surprisingly, due to the holiday season, our median days on market have increased. So we're right now sitting around 60 days on market, and this is an increase of 7 days compared to last year. Homes sold above list price has decreased by 2.6% compared to last year, and homes with price drops, this is also decreased by 0.1% compared to last year. So many homes are selling at the really active sales price. So that is great. We are seeing homes on the market that are priced effectively and accordingly. We're still sitting at a 4-month supply of homes on the market. So what I mean by this, when I say month of supply, it means that if every home on the MLS sold, it would take 4 months for all of those homes to sell based on current demand. So this is something that is really important when we are figuring out inventory. So this is really unchanged compared to last year. I don't think this is going to really change all that much into 2025. We'll definitely see if there's a ton of sellers, really wanting to list their homes, but I think we're going to pretty much see around 4 months of supply for 2025 as well. Over here on the right, I have the median sales price for Tennessee's major metro areas. So we have Nashville at $470,000, Knoxville at $320,000, Chattanooga at $341,000, and Memphis at $177,000. So I wanted to give you a more comprehensive report for each of these metro areas here in Tennessee, to give you an idea of what sales price is looking like, closings, and just how hot the market is in these areas. So first, let's dive into the greater Nashville area. So the greater Nashville market is competitive and resilient. The median sales price at around $475,000 for most of 2024. Inventory levels remain low, selling for an average supply of 3 months of homes on the market. The greater Nashville area had a total of around 31,000 closings in 2024, including residential, condo, multifamily, and land sales. So here on this chart, you can see November of 2023 and our closings, as well as our median sales price. And then over here, November of 2024, you see a decrease in our median price. And we also see a decrease in our number of closings as well. How hot is the Nashville housing market? So Nashville was scored at a 43. So it's still a competitive market, but it's still not a really red hot market at this time. Some homes get multiple offers. The average home sells for about 2% below list price and go pending in around 62 days. Homes that are priced well in desirable areas can sell for list price and go pending around 33 days. Over here on the right, here is a migration graphic. So this just shows you how many people from these different areas are searching about moving to Nashville and are looking to move here. And so from what states and how many people are doing it. So the darker orange is just showing you that there's an increase of volume in people searching to move to Nashville. Next, let's talk about my stomping grounds, the greater Knoxville area. So that is where I was born and raised. The greater Knoxville area is showing signs of moving to a more balanced market. So Knoxville was also impacted during the pandemic, just like Nashville was. There was really an increase in home sales and home price. So we are definitely seeing a pullback in Knoxville as well. So this is something that I definitely think we have needed. The median sales price remains steady with what we've seen over the year for Knoxville at around $410,000, but this is an increase of 9.63% compared to last year. We have seen an increase in inventory and a slight softening of home prices in Knoxville, which gives buyers more power in negotiations and a wider range of homes to choose from. The sale to list price ratio in October of 2024 was 99.18%. This shows that homes in Knoxville are selling for very close to the asking price, which is a typical in a balanced market. So how hot is the Knoxville housing market? So the score that Redfin gave it was 50. So this is a somewhat competitive market. It's still not a red hot market, just like Nashville. We are seeing a pullback, but the average home sells around 2% below list price and goes pending in around 50 days. Over here on the right, here is the migration map for Knoxville as well. So still lots of people searching about living in Knoxville and interested in the area. Moving on to the greater Chattanooga area. So this market is really characterized by rising home prices, fluctuating home sales, and persistent demand outweighing supply. The median sales price in Chattanooga rose to around $341,000 in November of 2024, and this is a 13.7% increase compared to last year. Compared to the same month last year, Chattanooga has seen a modest increase in home sales, signaling a resilient market despite economic fluctuations. Due to factors like low inventory and high demand, Chattanooga is still considered a seller's market. So over here on the right, you'll see more of a breakdown for Hamilton County, which is the county that Chattanooga is located in. So this is just giving you more of a breakdown of active homes for sale, homes under contract, as well as homes sold in the last 6 months, median sales price, days on market, 41 days, and then months of inventory around 2.8 months. In terms of how hot the Chattanooga housing market is, it is ranked at 48 on the Redfin scale. So still not the hottest market, but we're seeing it in line with Knoxville and Nashville. So the average home sells for 3% below list price and goes pending around 54 days. And then hot homes can sell for around list price and go pending around 34 days. To move to Chattanooga. So we have a lot of people from all over, some from Florida, some from Washington State, really just searching and interested in moving to Chattanooga. The final market that I'm going to talk about in today's video is the greater Memphis area market. So it is experiencing a slightly slower market compared to the previous year, with sales slowing down, but still slightly ahead of the 2023 numbers. Memphis home prices were up 2.4% compared to last year, selling for a median sales price of around $171,000. In October of 2024, the housing inventory increased by 0.35%, with 3,994 units listed for sale. The average days on market for a home in October of 2024 was 60 days, which indicates that homes are staying on the market longer than they have in recent times. It is still somewhat competitive and it scores around 42. So this is a little bit lower than some of the other areas that we talked about, like Chattanooga, Knoxville, and Nashville. So how hot is the Memphis real estate market? So it scores around a 42 on the Redfin score. So it's still somewhat competitive, but it is lower than some of the other markets that we talked about. So the average home sells about 4% below list price. Over here on the right, here is the Memphis migration map. So this is where people are searching from throughout the United States to move to Memphis. So there is still lots of interest to move to this area as well. So this concludes today's monthly market update. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We really dove into a lot of the market numbers, talked about 2025 predictions. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see happen within our Tennessee market for next year. Let me know if you are interested in purchasing Tennessee real estate next year as well. If you would like to book a call with me, you can follow the link down in the description box below for my Calendly link. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And definitely subscribe so you can catch the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in my next video.